Hello everybody, I'm John, this is JP Strategic Investments, and today we are going to talk about Tesla and why Tesla really doesn't actually care whether or not their cars have the longest range out of all of the other electric cars, and actually why they think that might be a bad thing. And just to show you guys, I want to show you some of what Elon Musk had to say about that. He actually explained that that actually would have made the product worse. And so the main reason he says this is the average person, if you look at the statistics, only drives about 39 miles per day. This is from the United States Department of Transportation and Federal Highway Administration. 40 miles a day. That means if you have a car that has a range of 700 miles, when are you ever going to use that range aside from maybe a road trip? And even if it's a road trip, that would be a pretty long road trip that you would need a 700-mile battery. So most of the time, if you have a battery that can do that much, and the size of the battery that you would need based on the current technology and even based on future technology, that would just be added weight to the car that's actually making the car less efficient, and it's increasing the cost to make that car, which is also likely increasing the cost for the consumer. So in other words, what Elon is saying here is that to be as efficient and cost effective for the customer to get kind of the best product for the best price, it's actually better to go with a little bit of a shorter range because most people don't actually need it. And Elon actually makes the point later on in this article that they could have made, if they wanted to, they could have made a 600-mile Model S 12 months ago. Now, yes, we do just have to take his word for it, right? Obviously, they haven't made one, and so you can't prove that they could have. But I think what he's saying is true when you look at all of these other cars, like you have, Lucid that just announced, a 500-mile range for some of their vehicles. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, does that really matter? I think the range aspect of what is holding electric vehicles back is kind of over. Once you've really gotten past about 250 to 300 miles, and actually Consumer Reports mentions that right here, that's kind of the sweet spot. Once you really surpassed that, everything after that is kind of just extra range, right? If you think about, again, the vast majority of people, you're driving to work and back, maybe picking the kids up from school, maybe running a few errands, and you come back to the house and your car is charged, right? The other thing here is you have to think about too, range actually matters a little bit more with gas cars, because with a gas car, when you need more gas, you have to go to a gas station. For most people with electric vehicles, they're charging it at home, and so they don't even have to think about that, right? You go to work, you come home, maybe you run some errands, pick up the kids, you come home, your car is charged and ready to go the next day. And so you don't actually even have to think about when you run out of gas, I need to go to the gas station. The only time really that you're actually going to maybe run out of a charge is either if you forget to charge your car or you're going on a road trip or something like that. And at that point, it really doesn't matter too much. That's a fringe scenario, and most people are going to be stopping on road trips anyway. And so I think the approach that Tesla is taking here, not focusing on just trying to break a record or trying to say that their cars have the longest range and whatnot, and just focusing on, hey, can we make the best car that the consumer wants and it meets their needs? That's what's going to sell cars. And so I just saw this article, wanted to touch on that, and I think it's a great approach that Tesla is taking, and I think it's just going to help them even further in beating out the competition, and I look forward to seeing that reflected in the stock price. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on this. If you agree, disagree, whatnot, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.